The moment you've been waiting for is finally here. After 7 intense days of voting, the results are in. We've counted every vote, we've crunched every number, and now it's time to reveal the winner of the Cruise News Showdown. Who will stand atop the podium and claim the coveted Cruise News Gold Medal and earn the title of Ultimate Cruise News Champion? Will it be Tony from Lido Loca or Jason from the Travel Scouts? Stay tuned as we unveil the winner and crown the current king of Cruise News. Just in case you missed it, here's a quick recap of what got us to this point. In the Ultimate Cruise News Showdown video, we compared two giants of the cruise universe, Tony from Lido Loca and Jason from the Travel Scouts. These cruise news titans both bring their own unique flair to the table and are both at the top of their game, but it was time to find out who is the top dog in the cruise news. We used 5 categories. Number 1, intros. Number 2, ability to keep my attention. Number 3, set design. 4, commentary. And 5, entertainment value. In each of these categories, we gave a score of between 1 and 5 for both Tony and Jason. After calculating the score, we asked you, our viewers, to cast your vote in the comments for who you thought deserved the title, the winner of the Ultimate Cruise News Showdown. So, who will it be? Will Tony's charismatic style and vibrant set design win you over?
I'm your host Tony, here with the latest cruise news and views for your face.
Or maybe Jason's no fluff and fast news approach will take the crown.
And I'm gonna get you fully up to speed fast, coming up.
Spoiler warning! If you haven't watched the original cruise news video and you want to before you know who the winner is, now is the time to do so. I will have a link in the description to the original video. Go check it out now or prepare to be spoiled. I know you all want to find out who the winner is, and we're almost there, but first, I want to tell you about a couple unexpected twists that resulted from this video that I didn't see coming and that you won't want to miss. First, there were several people in the comments that passionately stated their case and cast their vote for other cruise news commentators. Technically, these other cruise newsers weren't in the running, but I think they do deserve an honorable mention. You never do know when a new cruise news anchor will rise to the top. Number 1, Don from Just Don and Don's Family Vacation. Don had several people leave comments vehemently supporting him and also some just as strongly not supporting him. You can't deny that his content brings out strong feelings and opinions in people. Number 2, Doug at Cruise News Today. Doug definitely had some mentions and more than one person cast a vote for him to win. There is no doubt that Doug is on the rise in the world of cruise news. And that leads us to number 3, Jay at the ShipLife. Jay had a bunch of mentions in the comments. The ShipLife is widely known as one of the top cruise channels, and his cruise news segments surely deserve an honorable mention. And speaking of Jay at the ShipLife, this leads me to the second unexpected twist that the Cruise News Showdown brought. You don't want to miss this one. In the original Showdown video, when I was introducing Tony and Jason as the 2 contenders in the contest, I made a short interlude where I brought Jay from ShipLife into the video. Here, just check it out really quick, it's only a few seconds long. I'm talking about Tony at Lido Loca and Jason at the Travel Scouts. I get it, ShipLife. You feel like you should be included at the top. You should be in the conversation of the best cruise news host. But, Tony and Jason at Travel Scouts, they kind of got it right now, man. Hey, hang in there. You're gaining ground. I know you can do it. Anyway, let's get back to the showdown. This segment was made mostly to make the audience smile and to bring another top cruise news personality into the video. What I didn't expect was Jay to reach out in the comments and accept the challenge of becoming the top cruise news anchor. In the comments, Jay states, "It's been a pretty busy year for me, but I've definitely been slacking. However, challenge accepted. We'll see who's number 1. After I responded to him, he went on to say, "Like I said, I like a challenge, so I guess I could stop cruising for a few months like they do and have a friendly fight for the crown. I'll start Sunday, keep an eye out." I have got to tell you guys, I think this is thrilling and I'm excited to see what Jay has planned. It sounds like Jay is going to step up his already great cruise news program and set sail, pun intended, for the top of the cruise news world. That feat would involve overtaking the average cruise news episode view count of the winner of this showdown. That will be no small feat. Well, it sounds like we're going to need to have another Ultimate Cruise News Showdown in the future, giving Jay and anyone else the opportunity to take the top spot from today's winner. On that note, it is time to announce the winner of the Ultimate Cruise News Showdown, Tony versus Jason. Here we go. The winner, with 58% of the vote, is Tony from Lido Loca. It was a fairly close race. Both Tony and Jason had people leaving strong arguments either for or in some cases against them. Let's take a look at some of the comments. So Heidi Jamison 710 says, since I live and work in Skagway, I've met many of the popular cruise YouTubers. Jason and Kelly are two of the nicest people that you could ever meet. Sharon at Sea is very personable and she was also nice. Griff and Alyssa were in a hurry when I met them, but nice. Yes, I've met Tony and also Pero DJ. I'll leave it at that. So if you add a category to your video to who's the nicest person, it's Jason, hands down. Well, that's definitely interesting. You know, I believe Jason and his wife are probably extremely nice people. I bet Tony is too. Maybe you just caught him at a bad moment or something like that. But thanks for the comment. That's interesting stuff. All right, so this is maybe my favorite comment. This one is kind of on the negative side, but it really made me laugh when I saw it. Here you go. This is from Noel Reynolds 4861. The moment you said entertainment, I decided to stop watching. Travel scouts all day long. I want news, no bull or personal views. And no entertainment for my face. Just the news so I can get on with my day. That dude definitely doesn't like Tony. He does not want anything for his face and certainly not any entertainment. And I love how and no entertainment for my face is in caps. That absolutely cracks me up. So thanks for giving me a laugh, man. And hey, your vote definitely went to Jason in the contest here. All right, next up is Charles Diekman 9594. This was a great video. I give you 5 out of 5. I vote for Tony. Also, great way to get people to subscribe to your channel. Charles, thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the 5 out of 5 for the video. I had a ton of fun making these videos, but it does take a lot of work. And Charles, you also give me a nice segue to ask people to please subscribe to the channel. If you want more awesome content like this, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe. That's all I ask. Not asking for money, not asking for anything else. Just push that button that says subscribe so that you get our videos. All right, Tammy Smith 4754 says, I enjoy them both, but Tony ticks all of the boxes for me, so he is my #1 choice. Thank you for doing a comparison of the two, although I would have given Tony a higher mark on a couple of the categories. Here we have All That Things. Shout out Ludacris. Tony is just funny, period. I usually have to watch 2 or 3 times because I miss so much due to his hilarious delivery. Yeah, man, I would totally agree with that. Tony is a very funny dude. He's got a natural ability to make people smile and laugh, and it goes a long way in his cruise news episodes. All right, here we have Angela6304. Definitely Jason at Travel Scouts is my favorite. Really useful info and no waffle. Well, the reason that I pulled this comment out is I don't really know what she means by no waffle. Do you guys know? Let me know in the comments. Matt Beard 4379 says, this is wrong. You can't compare them without including Don Teris of Just Don and Doug Parker of Cruise News Today. All 4 tend to provide the current cruise news on almost a daily occurrence while giving their perspective on what it means. To me, they are all equal and I wouldn't want to not watch any of them. Hey man, I definitely see your point. Don and Doug and all those guys have great cruise news programs, but I had to find the top 2. I looked at the view counts of all the cruise news people out there, and Tony and Jason are definitely the 2 at the top right now, at least. All right, we've got Lavi28 saying, my vote would be for Professor Melissa. So yeah, I looked up Professor Melissa. She's got a great cruise channel, and I liked her content, but she doesn't do any cruise news, so I'm not exactly sure how that really works with this. But hey, we've got one for Professor Melissa out there. Aaron Poling 3549 says, I enjoy Tony, but he goes on too many tangents and drags out stories with little payoff too often. Jason is my favorite because he treats cruise news like it's actual news. He gives details and breakdowns along with helpful tips, and yes, he gives it to you fast. The ShipLife is excellent as well. Jay has a unique perspective as he has worked on a cruise ship. I also prefer his commentary when it comes to last-minute things that happen in cruising, such as a ship fire or someone overboard, fights aboard a ship, etc. I feel he does the best covering these things. Hey man, that's a pretty good breakdown. ShipLife does do a good job on those breaking news kind of things as they're happening. Yeah, man, and I think that's a good way to describe the divide between people when it comes to Tony and Jason. Some people like the humor and the fluff and the antics of Tony. Some people don't. Some people like the more straightforward, fast approach of the news. And those people tend to watch the Travel Scouts with Jason. Nothing wrong with that. They both have their own style. They're both awesome. But in this competition, Tony did come out on top. Okay, Cruise Crazy 7066 says, they are both good, just different, except for Tony's lousy singing. And what I thought was funny is in the replies, somebody replied, shout out Luda, which is perfect. If you're a Tony fan, you know that that's probably exactly what Tony would say. I have had so much fun putting together this showdown. Now that I do the cruise news myself, I have an even bigger respect for the top cruise creators. Congratulations, Tony, on your win. You make it look easy, and thank you for all the great content that you put out. And thank you to Travel Scouts, ShipLife, and all the cruise news anchors out there. There can only be one winner of the showdown, but you're all doing great things with the cruise news. Ladies and gentlemen, always remember, no matter what destination you choose, no matter what cruise line you choose, adventure awaits.